Subscribe if you aren't a pussy.
Oi, gent, how have you been? Oh, Dr. Peanuts. Have you found out what your PhD is yet? No, not yet, so I'm gonna try my hand at dentistry. Oh, I also see you have a new voice. Yeah, I think the creator of this show thought that I sounded way too much like other characters, so I'm trying out a new voice. Oh, that's sweet, yeah. So, how's it been in Twilight's Kingdom? Well, did you hear about the new friendship school? Friendship school? Is Twilight's branching out? No, actually, it's a school started by someone else without her permission or authority. Wait, what? Sorry, Jant, but this dentist appointment's gonna have to be postponed, for you see, I got to defend the crown.
Here's to that.
Wait, Rhino Butler, where did you come from?
That is not important.
Jeez, those two guys seem pretty upset. I hope the guys at Friendship University know what they're doing. This is Friendship University. The episode begins with Twilight and Rarity discussing school business when the evil one comes in saying that there's a new school in town called Friendship University in Las Pegasus.
Can somebody actually do that?
I guess there's nothing really stopping them, but at the same time, I would imagine if they're going to be preaching friendship, they would need the princess's approval, so this is kind of undermining her. So, Rarity and Twilight go and investigate this Friendship University, only to discover that it's run by our two resident con artists, Flim and Flam. Because of course, it's Flim and Flam.
What, do you have a problem with the Flim Flam brothers?
Not really, though they seem more like AJ's enemies than Twilight's, don't you think? I mean, if you really wanted to change things up a bit, why not have a former enemy of Twilight's working with the Flim Flam brothers? Like, let's say...
Why, the EEA, of course.
It's nice here! Get him!
Okay, Commando, you're in timeout for the remainder of this review. We got one rule around here. Never use your toon powers to break the fourth wall and mess with a character while an episode is in progress. You wait for before or after the episode is done. Well, with Chancellor Naysayer's help, Flim and Flam waste no time discrediting Twilight and making their university seem like the better school. But the real fire gets lit when Twilight discovers that Star Swirl the freaking Bearded is studying at the Flim Flam school. Now, I do have some issues with this. Mainly that Star Swirl's first appearance since his premiere is being used as a plot device. But at the same time, when hasn't Star Swirl been used as a plot device?
And at least this time around, he has a lot more pleasant of a personality. Sort of like that old grandpa that you never want to let down.
Well, despite Star Swirl's endorsement, Twilight and Rarity are still unconvinced. So they donned the disguises of Plainity and Eye Patch in order to snoop around the school. Plainity seems to be able to fit right in. Eye Patch, however, gets discovered immediately after the investigation started, where the two Flim Flam brothers blackmail Twilight into not snooping any further into their school, or they'll reveal her as a jealous fraud. Now, here's something to consider. If they really didn't have anything to hide, why would they need to blackmail her? Well, after reuniting with Plainity, Twilight says that maybe this whole debate was just because she was jealous. But Plainity encourages her, saying that if she has an instinct that's telling her that something's amiss, then she should follow it no matter where it leads.
Okay, I'm just going to interject and throw in my 2 cents here. In the episode What About Discord, Twilight's instincts told her that Discord was up to something no good despite having absolutely no proof. And in that episode, she had to accept the fact that she was jealous before the issues could be resolved. However, in this one, it's turning that same moral upside down. Twilight is jealous and she admits it. But then Plainity is telling her, don't just accept jealousy as an excuse. There must be some sort of sinister motive. And personally, I think this is a contradicting moral to the previous episode.
But wait, what about the Canterlot wedding? That episode showed that Twilight following her instincts was a good thing.
True, but that was a different situation. One could have easily have chalked that up to Twilight being possessive of her brother. On top of that, she had clear indication to see that Cadance wasn't acting right. But in this case, Flim and Flam have provided absolutely no evidence to show that they're doing anything illegal.
Need the bits if I'm going to keep advancing here. Tuition's free, but the worksheets sure aren't. Flim and Flam are charging for these? This is the scam, isn't it?
So wait, their ultimate scam is to charge high prices for the books?
Well, while that isn't technically right, I don't really consider anything wrong about that, or illegal for that matter. After all, they are a college, and colleges do this kind of shit all the time. I mean, hell, if anything, the students should be thankful that the classes are free.
So Twilight follows the Flim Flam brothers to their secret lair where they reveal that they plan on using all the bits that they collected in order to expand their resort. Twilight calls them out on this, but the Flim Flam brothers try to wheel and deal her, but she is having none of it. And things really start getting heated up when Plainity reveals that she was Rarity all along, and as well as show Starswirl the Bearded all the treachery that the Flim Flam brothers ensued. So the Flim Flam brothers close down their school, give back all the bits, and Starswirl endorses Twilight's school. And we even get a little tidbit that there might be a traitor among the school children.
Now Flim and Flam could have gotten a copy of your book. I finished straightening up in the library.
Oh, is that right? Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone. Because I f***ing called it!
Okay, so I might be playing that meme a little prematurely, but honestly, with that ending, can you blame me? I think that this episode might be one of the better episodes of the second half of Season 8. Yeah, it was a little clunky with its contradicting morals to previous episodes, as well as a few minor nitpicks and errors. I feel as though that this episode really did hit home on most points. We're seeing the Flim Flam brothers return to form, as they're not always wrong, but not in the right con artist ways. The fact that they made Starswirl the Bearded likable, which is something that Shadow's Play failed to do. And on top of that, we also see true to form Rarity and Twilight in this episode. I truly enjoyed this episode more so than the episodes that we've been getting previously. And since one of those episodes had Discord in it, that's saying a lot. So I fully endorse this episode for any old-coming My Little Pony fans. So with that being said, I'm the Cartoon Gentleman, I brought you Organized Chaos, and I think I'm forgetting something. Evening, Governor. Nice weather we're having today.
Too bad for you, all I see is a downpour.
Now I can forgive Flim and Flam, for you see they were just trying to make a quick bit.
You, however, have much more sinister motives in tow. We know what you did, and we know why you did it. All of it is an effort to discredit Princess Twilight as a teacher. But you failed to take into account one simple truth. She is a princess! Your princess, whether you like it or not! And as a proper gentleman, it is our duty to defend the crown!
Now, we ain't unreasonable and all that. We're willing to be a little fair. 10-second head start. Bye.